All right, guys, thank you for tuning into another video on my channel. Today, we got a big video. We're gonna be talking about who the next Fed chairman is gonna be. And we really thought it was gonna be a guy named Kevin Hassett, right? Now, guys, if you guys don't know what a Fed chairman is, they're pretty much the person that's in control of all the money in the US, in the United States. They determine whether to make money borrowing easier. They determine all the interest rates. They determine if they want to print money. And there's two sides to this. There's somebody that wants to do all that stuff, and then there's somebody that cares about inflation and I hate to say this, but the average working person. So there's a more hawkish person. Hawkish meaning they care more about inflation, they're more tight on printing money, and they don't lower interest rates that easily. A more dovish Fed chairman is somebody that prints money, that lowers interest rates, and that is more for people who hold risk assets. So guys, we got two people that are possibly gonna be the next Fed chairman. We have two candidates, and they're both handpicked by Trump. And as of last week, we did clear win with Kevin Hassett, who is dovish. Like I just explained, dovish, they like to cut interest rates, they like to print money, they're for people who hold risk assets. Now, but there's a new guy that came in, Kevin Warsh. And this guy is hawkish, and it might just be better for the economy to be a little bit hawkish because they don't want inflation to get out of control. Meaning, if they do print money, if they do lower interest rates, inflation's gonna get out of control. It is what it is. That's what's gonna happen. But people in risk assets like Bitcoin, crypto, stocks, real estate, we all want the dovish Fed chairman, Kevin Hassett. Because what this guy's gonna do, he's gonna turn the money printer on, inflation's gonna soar, everybody who is not invested into something is kind of gonna be screwed. Their dollar, if they're holding their money in the bank, their dollar is literally gonna go down. Anybody that saves their money and doesn't invest it, it's the worst thing for you to have a dovish Fed chair. So literally, this is what we're dealing with in 2020. Crypto market is literally, this is the bullish catalyst for the crypto market, the liquidity cycle. We need this liquidity cycle for a bull market. If we get a hawkish Kevin Warsh into the Fed chair, I believe that crypto will kind of just go sideways because he's not gonna cut interest rates at a fast pace of what Trump wants to do. Trump wants to cut interest rates down to 0%, which is going to be great. In all honest terms, it's going to be great for the rich. And what I mean by the rich are people who are invested. Now, anybody can invest, but for some reason, most of Americans don't invest their money. They live paycheck to paycheck and they buy things. They keep buying things and buying things and buying things, and then they can never get ahead. I personally decided not to do that, you know? Well, anyways, guys, getting off topic, but what do you guys think? What do you guys think is going to happen? I think if you go on Polymarket or Hawkish, these are prediction markets. They have them 50-50. It could be Kevin Hassett and it could be Kevin Warsh. Now, they're not trying to pick Kevin Hassett anymore because he is too close to Trump and they think he's going to be influenced by Trump, and they don't want that. They want the Fed chairman to be independent and not have to, take orders from somebody. So guys, what do you guys think? Who do you guys want as the Fed chairman? If you're invested in crypto, who do you guys want as the Fed chairman? To me, it's an easy choice. I personally want Kevin Hassett because he's gonna do what Trump's gonna say. He's gonna lower interest rates to zero. He's gonna turn on those money printers, and all that money is gonna come into risk assets. The other guy, Kevin Warsh, could be good. It could be good for inflation. He's not gonna be as aggressive, but still, Trump handpicked Fed chairman, could do some good things. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments. Who do you guys think is gonna win? And when do you think this bull market is gonna start? Personally, Trump needs to do something because midterms is coming up in November, and he definitely wants to look good for midterms. So in order to look good for midterms, you have to have the economy flowing. You got to have stocks at all-time highs. You got to have crypto at all-time highs. You got to have real estate, interest rates down to 1 or 0. He's got to do that. He's got to make it happen, or the Democrats are going to take over the House and be able to influence all his decisions. So he wants to look good for November. So I believe, personally, guys, this is just my opinion, I believe he's going to select Kevin Hassett. I hope he selects Kevin Hassett. What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comments. Bad Anthony, out.